I've been waiting for this moment. My high school bully became my Uber driver and didn't recognize me. He spent the entire ride bragging about how successful he was while driving me to my job as the CEO of the tech company that was about to fire him. Let me back up. In high school, Tyler Matthews made my life hell for 4 years. Classic alpha jock who got his kicks humiliating the nerds. He'd slam my locker shut, trip me in hallways, steal my lunch money. Senior year was the worst. Tyler found out I was applying to MIT and made it his mission to destroy my confidence. Hey everyone, the computer geek thinks he's going to MIT. The final humiliation came at graduation. During my valedictorian speech, Tyler stood up and yelled, "Nobody cares about your robot fantasies, loser. You'll be fixing computers at Best Buy for the rest of your life." I finished my speech, but the moment was ruined. Everyone was laughing at Tyler's comment instead of listening to what I had to say. Fast forward 15 years. I did go to MIT, started a tech company in college, and built it into a $50 million business with 200 employees. We just acquired another company, and I was flying back from closing the deal. My flight landed at 11 p.m., and I needed to get home for an early board meeting. I called an Uber, and a beat-up sedan pulled up. The driver looked familiar, but I couldn't place him. He was heavier, balding, wearing a wrinkled polo shirt. "You getting in or what?" he said rudely. I got in the back seat, and that's when I heard the voice that had haunted my teenage years. Tyler Matthews. 15 years later, and he was my Uber driver. He still didn't recognize me. I'd lost the glasses, gained muscle, and looked nothing like the skinny kid he used to torment. "Sorry about the car," Tyler said. "Usually drive something nicer, but this is just my side hustle. My real job pays the bills." I decided to play along. "Oh yeah? What do you do?" "Tech sales, big company downtown. You probably wouldn't know it, but I'm pulling down 6 figures. This Uber thing is just for extra vacation money." I knew exactly which company he meant. We'd acquired his employer 3 months ago, and I'd been reviewing employee files. Tyler Matthews, junior sales associate, $42,000 salary, described as difficult to work with. "Wow, 6 figures," I said. "That's impressive. Which company?" "Dataflow Solutions. I'm basically running their entire West Coast operation. They can't function without me." Dataflow was the company we just bought. Tyler wasn't running anything. He was on the list of employees we were planning to let go during the restructuring. For the next 20 minutes, Tyler told me elaborate lies about his success, how he'd closed million-dollar deals, how clients specifically requested him, how the company was lost without his expertise. "I went to high school with a bunch of losers who thought they were so smart," he continued. "This one kid, total nerd, thought he was going to be the next Steve Jobs or something. Last I heard, he was still living with his parents." I said. "What was his name?" "Marcus Chen. Biggest loser in our graduating class. Always talking about computers and coding. I used to put him in his place regularly." There it was, my name, and he still had no idea who he was talking to. We pulled up to my office building, a 30-story glass tower with my company's logo prominently displayed on the side. "This your office?" Tyler asked, looking up at the building. "Something like that," I said, handing him a $5 tip. As I got out, I turned back. "Hey Tyler," he looked confused. "How do you know my name?" "Because I'm Marcus Chen, and tomorrow morning, I'm announcing the layoffs for Dataflow Solutions. Guess whose name is at the top of the list?" The color drained from his face as recognition finally hit. "Marcus, but you can't be, you're supposed to be a loser living with my parents?" I smiled. Funny how things work out. I walked into my building, leaving Tyler sitting in his beat-up car, staring up at the company logo. The next morning, I called the Dataflow integration meeting. Tyler was one of 47 employees we had to let go due to redundancy and performance issues. His termination letter was delivered that afternoon. According to HR, he didn't take it well. 2 weeks later, I got a LinkedIn message from Tyler trying to apologize and asking if there were any positions available at my company. I never responded. Last I heard, he's still driving for Uber full-time. His LinkedIn profile still lists him as senior sales executive at Dataflow Solutions, which hasn't existed for 6 months. The best part? During the layoff meeting, I mentioned that we'd be hiring for several positions, but only candidates with proven integrity and teamwork skills would be considered. Tyler's former manager later told me that Tyler had asked what integrity meant.